Last week we talked about how Xbox had just brought the absolute sludge hammer, the axe, the grim reaper to the entire initiative team. Y'all remember the quadruple A studio that was supposed to set whole new trends and new boundaries for what gaming was supposed to be? Well, that didn't happen, nigga. The game was canceled. The studio was closed and the game was absolutely canceled, sending shockwaves throughout the entire industry. Now, I know I'm a little bit late on this, Griff. Well, not actually, but yeah, actually. Nigga, the entire Perfect Dark remake gameplay was fake. Like it was all gobbledygook. It was a bunch of bullshit, and we got to talk about it. Before we do, we got to get into the begging portion of this video. So make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you turn on the notification bell because I'm hearing people are not getting notifications at all, and YouTube is screwing us. So make sure you do that. Also, make sure you subscribe to New Blackstreet. Follow me on all my socials, Twitter, Instagram, and all of that stuff. Okay. All right, let's get back to the video. So. As we talked about, Kotaku recently revealed that the gameplay demo for the now canceled game, Perfect Dark, was entirely fabricated, okay? According to Kotaku, the demo, which was released last year, was not based on the actual game and was instead pre-rendered. Now, this is significant. I know this has been a story that has already been kind of like talked about, but I want to discuss the long-term ramifications of this being fake. Right? Like, you can never, ever, I mean, you shouldn't be in the first place, but you should never trust Xbox again. Like, am I wrong in saying that? You should never trust anything they put out again. You should never, ever, 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 ever watch any gameplay reveal from them ever and assume that it's real. Okay? I don't care what they do. Xbox is cooked. And I need I remind you guys that when I started my YouTube channel, I was an Xbot. Okay? For the first 2 years of my YouTube channel, nigga, I was playing exclusively on Xbox. I had a PlayStation 5, but I wasn't playing it like that. Okay? I've converted to the PC. All right? Don't tell Cassie. So, like, you would think I would be biased in favor of Xbox. I used to be, but I'm not. Now, I've never been a console warrior. But at this point, being on the outside looking in now, you should never trust anything Xbox put out again. Look at this. It is actually in-engine, McDonald said. I was one of the 3 level designers that worked on it. It worked best if you played it the way the person playing your video plays it, but it still worked even if you didn't hit the marks perfectly. There's some fake stuff in it, he continued. And the real gameplay system shown off worked just enough to look good in this video. We were rapidly making real design decisions so as to not knowingly lie to players about what the game will be. The core is all real. The hacking deception is mostly real. The combat is real in that someone had to really do all that stuff in the video, but it's set up to be played exactly that way, and didn't play well if you played it in a different way, basically. Which is fake. In other words, that's not what you're really getting. It's not what you're really getting. And I remember a lot of people were saying that it was truly baffling that the initiative in Perfect Dark was getting canceled because of the gameplay reveal that we had last year and how long this game had been in development, right? People were saying that it was unbelievable that they was canceling this game because of how far along it was. Well, this tells you right now, it wasn't that far along at all. 7 years, nigga. 7 years of development, and it wasn't far along enough for Xbox to keep wasting money on it. And I want you to remember that the initiative was supposed to be Xbox's baby. Remember, it was announced as a quadruple A studio. This was going to be the first quadruple A game where the budget, huge, all the talent that they had on there. And I can't even grift on this. Well, I don't know if I can grift. I don't know if this was DEI. I'm not sure, because I remember distinctively this studio was being announced with a bunch of veteran creators from a bunch of different studios if I'm not mistaken, some from Naughty Dog was working on this. And so if that's the case, you can't even grift and say DEI. I mean, I know she got DEI chin, but you can't grift and say DEI when all of the people that was apparently working at this studio were supposed to be industry veterans. Well, nigga, apparently not. Okay? Apparently the hell not. This is embarrassing on all fronts. And in my opinion, I would say heads got to roll, but heads have already rolled. And as a matter of fact, an entire studio rolled, nigga. Goddamn. An entire studio. So all I got to say is, oh my God.
Oh my God.
It's going to be interesting to see where Xbox goes from here. At this point, Xbox is cooked. You don't have any reason to believe in Game Pass anymore, any reason to believe in the Xbox system. If I was them, I would just stop making the Xbox system. I'm over it. I don't care for these plastic boxes anymore. PlayStation can kiss my ass. I'm not completely out on Nintendo yet, because I mean, obviously there are Nintendo games you can't get anywhere else. But like, the entire point of having a console was exclusivity, and that's cooked. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. As always, may the grip be with you.
Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.